Bonjour étudiants! My name is Samsar and I'm going to teach you foreign language French. This session is for class 7th, chapter number 0. You can say lesson 0. Welcome back all the students. I'm sure you guys must have enjoyed foreign language in your previous class. Trust me, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be more interesting in class 7th again. And if you learn it out here very nicely, class 8 is going to be fun for you. So not only the kids, I would also like to invite all the parents in this amazing session of foreign language French. Now, before I start, I'd like to give a recap of what all you learned in the previous class. You learned what is foreign language, you learned the alphabets, the numbers, the days of the week. You also learned the month of the year. You also learned some basic salutations. Yes, that is very important. This book that I'm going to teach you is the same book, but just the number of the book has changed. So previously, you were referring to Apprendre le français, book number 1. Now you're going to be studying from the book number 2, Apprendre le français, book number 2, lesson 0. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we start the French chapter from lesson 0. So, what is this lesson all about? Now, before I start this session, I would like every kid to please grab a pen and a paper. And even if you have the notes that has been sent to you, please refer to that each and everything that I tell you on this video. This video can be forwarded and can be rewinded. So whatever you think that you want to revise, you can go ahead, rewind it or forward it and learn everything properly. I'm going to teach you every accent here, be it with a neutral accent or be it with a native accent the French way. So all my French people, be ready. I'm going to start the chapter in just 2 seconds from now. Here we go. This chapter is all about knowing France more. You have studied basic things about France only so far. But this chapter will give you a little more deeper knowledge about the country France. It's going to give you some more knowledge about Paris, more knowledge about Europe. So first thing to start. Europe, it's a continent where France is located. Now France, as I mentioned to you, is known for its cheese, for its wine, for its people, for its fashion, and a lot many writers as well that we have in French. Now, is that the only thing that makes it special? No. Monuments, the history of France, Napoleon Bonaparte, Joconde, the great standing Eiffel Tower. Yes, that is what makes it special. Why is it a place for everyone to visit, a dream place for everyone to visit? Because it carries all that history which people love to look at. Now, if I talk about France or if I talk about Paris, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? I'm sure it's going to be the Eiffel Tower. Am I right? The Eiffel Tower? Now, why? Do you guys know who got it constructed? Gustave Eiffel. I repeat, Gustave Eiffel. You guys also know that the shape of France map is hexagon, which has got 6 sides to it. I repeat, the shape of France is 6 sides, which is called as hexagon. I'll show you the shape right away so that we start the session. Here we go. So this is how the shape of France is that you can see in your book. Right. Moving on to the chapter. Every country has a different flag. Am I right or not? India has got a different flag. America has got a different flag. In the same way, France has also got a different sort of flag. The French flag is of 3 colors. I repeat, the French flag is of 3 colors. And the colors are, I'll give you a short form which is easy to remember. B, B, R. Bleu, blanche, rouge. Blue is blue. Blanche is white. And rouge is red. That's how we call the colors in French. I'll show you the French flag once again. Here we go. Right here at the bottom, if you see blue, blanche, and rouge. Yes, these are the colors of France. Now, what is the National Day of France? Just like other countries, France has also got its national day. It is 14th of July. Which July? The 14th of July. How do you call this in French? Le 14 Juillet. I repeat, Le 14 Juillet. You may spell it. Wonderful. Let's move ahead. Apart from the culture of France, or you can say the civilization of France, France is also known for its currency. What is the currency of France? Yes, it is l'euro. People call it as euro, that is in English, but it's called it as l'euro. L'-E-U-R-O. Remember guys, in French, the alphabet R is pronounced as ada and ada mixed together. Ha. Like when you don't have a good throat, you say ha. In the same way, you call ha. La yuho. La yuho. That is how you call the currency of France. All right. Now, many of you must have traveled in trains, isn't it? What are the French trains called as? What are the most famous trains in France? You must be knowing that the fastest train of the world are at two countries. Number one is France and China. Now, the one I'm going to talk about runs around 450 kilometers as per the last test done by one of the YouTuber I remember. And this train is called as TGV, Train des Grands Vitars. Oh, the name sounds very grand, isn't it? I repeat the name. Train des Grands Vitars. Train of Grand Vitars, TGV. Just like TGV, there is one more train that starts from Paris, the heart of France, and travels all the way under the sea and reaches London, UK. Because if you see the France in map, you will see the UK is little separated from France. And this distance that you have is the sea in between. So the heart of France, Paris, the train starts from here, goes all over under the sea. It has got the hugest tunnel called as Chanel. I repeat, called as Chanel. Now, why it is very famous? Because this is one of the bestest technology which France has given to the world. Now, like every other country, France has also got its national anthem. National anthem? You guys, I'm sure, must be aware of the national anthem of India. In the same way, the national anthem of France is La Marseillaise. I repeat, La Marseillaise. You can verify your notes. You will have everything information there. La Marseillaise is a very, very well-known, world-known national anthem. So whenever their country represents in any of the Olympic games, or whenever they go there, they always, recite their national anthem. As whenever we go somewhere, we feel proud about India, we do recite our, national anthem. So they are also very passionate about their country, because French Revolution, that guys, you're going to study French Revolution in future. This, whatever you're learning right now, is going to help you in that too, because now I'm telling you a little more about France, civilization of France, how people live in France, what all people do, and what exactly they like and what they don't. So I'll just give a recap before I proceed ahead. I talked about the flag of France. I talked about the national anthem of France, the Chanel, the tunnel, TGV, the train, and I also talked about the national anthem. Now, what else France is known for? Now, you might have heard people saying, or I even taught you, the book also says that there are around 60 varieties of cheese made in France. So let me just put some more light into it. There are 60 main varieties, but all over there are 600 varieties of cheese which is made in France. Isn't it much? I know. I mean, even if you taste one cheese a day, it's going to take around 2 years for you to taste all of them. Not only the cheese, guys, France is also very famous for its wine. Now, why wine? Because the quality of wine is so refined that can never be found in any of the country in the world. The climatic conditions in France are so well for cheese and France to be produced. And that is why they are the biggest exporter of cheese, wine, clothing, and parfum. Parfum, what is parfum? Perfume. The French perfume, if you really want to be a French guy, you need to use the French perfume, you need to speak the French way, you need to use the French accent, you need to be polite, you need to, talk with people with a lot of respect. And that is when, yes, you do become half of a French person. And yes, if you speak French nicely, the way I teach you, with both the accent neutral and native, you can connect to anyone in this world by speaking foreign language French. Right, guys, this is not it. In today's session, we're also going to learn alphabets, which is called as l'alphabets in French. L'alphabet. Let me tell you, in French, the last consonant sound is not pronounced, number one. Number two, there is no t sound in French. It is replaced by t. There is no d sound in French. It is replaced by the. All right? Mind it, while we go ahead and learn the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. So this is the English phonetics, like we have in English, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima. Now here, I'm going to show you some French alphabets. You will get amazed to see that they look absolutely same as they look in English. Now parents and students, if they look same, then you will say, I know all the alphabets. So what is the problem? I know all the pronunciation. No. Though they look good, though they look same, though they have the same writing format, but they have a different pronunciation altogether. Oh, some of you might be knowing that because I remember we revised it for a long period of time in 3-4 revisions that we did. But again, it's a recap for you so that you can understand each and every alphabet very clearly. Starting with A. A is called as A. B. Be. C. Se. D. They. E. E. E has variations. If an accent is used before E, it becomes A. If this accent is used before E, it is E. F. F becomes F. G becomes J. H becomes Ash. I becomes E. J becomes J. K becomes K. L becomes L. M becomes M. N becomes N. O becomes O. P becomes Pay. Q becomes cool. R becomes H. This is tricky, okay? R becomes H. S becomes Ace. T becomes Te. There is no T sound, so T of English becomes Te. U becomes U. Little E added to it, okay? V becomes Ve. They're stretching this, right? So they have a habit of stretching their words because they really want to sound polite, they want to sound good, they want to present themselves very nicely, and they speak a little slower so that everyone understands them clearly. All right? So V becomes Ve. W becomes W. X becomes X. Y becomes Y. Y becomes Y. And Z becomes Z. Because there is no D sound, so the D sound drops and the D sound comes out. It says Z. So I repeat. A, B, C, D, U, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. To practice the accent and get the right accent here, what you can do is you can practice in pair of 2 as well. For example, abe, be say they you f j ash e. Or if you really want to go for an advanced level, you can go for the pair of 3 as well. A be say they you f j ash, and so on. So it's just like a practice that you do when you learn the language of music. Why I'm telling you to learn this way? Because if you practice these accents slowly and gradually, you're going to have that beautiful French accent when you speak in French. Okay? So it's pretty easy. I'll say, so daily morning when you get up, say A, B, say, they, E, F, pair of 1, then pair of 2. A, B, say, they, then pair of 3. A, B, say, they, you. And that is how you're going to improve your accent. You can even let your parents revise the same way. Getting a point? Wonderful. Moving on to the third topic of the day, that is accent. That is very, very indeed important accent. The notes that I've shared with you will have all the accent. The first accent that I'm going to talk about is the accent aigu, A-I-G-U. It is usually on the letter E. So I'll show you. Let's say this is the letter E, okay? Let's say this, I'll try and make the letter E. Dun, 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 dun. So imagine this is E. If you have a flying sign on top of E, a flying sign on top of E, you can consider this as A. This is a sort of A ki matra, okay? Like we have in Hindi. I repeat, if you have the flying sign which goes from left and rises to the right like this, all right? So this is A. But if you have on the same E, if you have the other sound, the other, the same slash like this, then it's E. Accent aigu, accent ghav. These are the two important accents. Number 2, accent circumflex. You guys already know it. That's why I'm not putting more stress on explaining the accent. But yes, it's a revision that I want you guys to go with. Now, accent circumflex. What is that? So you see the letter C, which is called as ka in Hindi, right? So this C has a little other side curved C added to it at the bottom. So this is a C, and this is like added, something is added like this, like little C is added like this. This makes the ka as sa. That is why it's not Lecon, it's Lesson. It is not como kava, it is como sava. I'm sorry, those who are new to the foreign language, we'll give you a recap so that you understand all of these once again, something that they've studied in the previous classes. You can listen and you can watch the sessions of the previous class which I'm making so that you can understand everything clearly. So yes guys, same as I'm making a video for you, I've also made a video for class 6 and class 5. If you need more information, need to revise, you can even refer to that video for sure. Thumbs up for that. One more accent. If you have two vowel sound together, for example, N-O-E-L, N-O-E-L, Noel. Noel means Christmas. So if you have two vowel sound together, O-N-E, these two dots are used to define which one has to be spoken more. You will see the two dots on E. So O is spoken louder, E is spoken little lower. Noel. That is one of the accent that is very important in French. Then you will see an accent like a heart shape, like hotel, like this. So which is this accent? This accent is usually a S, like hopital, H-O-P-I-T-A-L. On O, the sign that you see is actually a S. After O, that is a S. So it's hospital, which is in French called as hôpital. These are some of the very important accents that you need to know to have a good pronunciation. That is all about this session that I have. We'll be coming up with more exciting videos, more fun for you. Till that time, I want you to please wash your hands properly, Stay back at home safe. Whenever you collect a packet from outside or vegetables from outside, you see your car or bike parked outside, try and sanitize them as well. Make sure that you're safe and secure so that we can have amazing, awesome, wonderful sessions once again. All of you, lots of love to you. I'm sure you have enjoyed this session. It's a recap session for you. In next session, I'm going to bring some more interesting things for you about France. So be ready and wait for the next video. In the meanwhile, you will get a worksheet. You have to do that to make sure that whatever you have learned here is right here. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bonne nuit.